Okay. Yeah, today we will keep it working on the pipes. Exactly there where we stopped yesterday. Yesterday we was just planning a lot. And I think the outcome of this one is rather than let the player like adjust the pipe's direction by on its own, it will be just choose the direction when setting one output on one side. The other one will be automatically be the input, and this one will be set it to the output. And when we set one pipe here, one pipe here, one pipe here, it will automatically connect. And when we have one pipe here, one pipe here, one pipe here, and then here, and here's the machine, and here's the machine, then probably this pipe should connect and not. And we do that we only can place pipes beside a pipe which already is connected to a machine or to a machine. And only on the place where machine set its output. I think this is how we'll do it. So what we need to adjust, actually a lot. Direction check. So let's see how we will do it on a the best way. Actually, a pipe itself needs a okay. So we need a bool. And I'm thinking right now if we set a pipe to be a connectable class. Because we have the pumping function, but we shouldn't. Oh, I'm not sure if right now we want to do like that when we have the pipe. So when we have this pipe, that we give him an inventory or not. Or they'll just act like a cable. So that we don't say pump item here, we just say pump the item directly from here to here. So this one is just a connection. Like a visible connection, but doesn't has their own inventory. Ah. Hmm. Did I give them inventories or not? I think not. And I am thinking right now what would be a possible... What would make it better to give them an inventory? Hmm. I think I will make them not be not having an inventory. But what if I think not having an inventory is the way to go. Um so actually then they'll not be connectables because connectable class has too much. What we actually don't need, set output and stuff. So what we're gonna do now, wait, let me check this one. Here we connected. We're deleting this. We don't have buttons here. So when we don't choose the... Wait, will they have an inventory? No. Pipes will not have inventories. So there will be no... pipe interface. We don't have pipe interface then. Where's delete? Pipe interface. Delete, remove. Then we go to the world scene and say UI pipe interface delete. Alright, save. And we go to pipe. We can't interact with it. So we'll not have use object. At the moment we have just this one, this colliding, and how we say that pipe are not usable. Is it here? Is placeable, yes. Has it this one, this one. I have somewhere can interact. Alright, pipe is not extending a connectable, it's just extending static body 2D, save. Save. Can just hide it, so we don't need to see 20 rows for just like one variable. What we need to set here, we don't have inventory data, luckily. Click area collision. This is fine, but we will have another export variable. This will be we call it is connected as a bool. And here we check connection. In direction check. This one we can do actually a bit easier. Check connections. And there we say if for neighbor in or for direction in get children. For direction in get children. If direction dot has is colliding, variable current collider equals direction dot get collider. If current collider dot is pipe, not or and current collider no, just right now only pipe or is connectable. Then we say return um return string direction variable direction connections this one. And then we say in pipe all right, and she's sprite. Do we need to return something? Get node. Copy this part, paste it here, and then we say only when it's pipe. And we say this one. Actually, now we just check for the sprites, and when we place pipes, they should connect automatically. If I set it up correctly. Well, because I delete the inheritance from connectables. Mm, all right. Well, delete this one. We don't have this anymore. Well, it's not updating the sprites from the neighbors. Well, why? What? Okay, it's not connecting them properly because... Well, because we don't call it anywhere. Start. Strong, we don't. Want to know if it get even the anything. It's like it's never called. Um, does it get called anywhere? Neighbor. And then we say direction is colliding. Then we say collider is everything else. I know where the problem is. This should happen just a bit later. Just like after we already place it. Sprite string is static body 2D. Well, I write the script a bit wrong. Oh. Well, we want the name of the direction and not the name of the collider. I mean, why it's doing this? Is it visible for the player? This flicker? The start should not be like any, it should not be always this one. I want that this here will also already work while we holding it in our hands. In the mouse. Um, I think this way it should work, but I'm not sure if you see the delay. Well, I can stack them. And I also can't click on them. Um, can't click on it. Um, is when we click on this one. Connect signals. When we have input, GUI input, how's it called? Input event here. This click type. How many we need here? We need 1, 2, 3. All right. I still can't click on them. Well, we also need to connect the signals. Here. Can move pickup, can use is false. Load start. Well, object mouse menu. No, we shouldn't have an inventory. We shouldn't already click on it. And the menu shouldn't always open already when we just click on it, when we just place it. All right. The thing is, why? Oh, I think because no, we await a process frame, but why it's still open up this one? Ah, the click should be already done in this time. And actually, this one would work. So what we could do is event an input event? Yes. When you predefine it before, then you have input event. Input event. So we have this is action pressed. The other will also trigger by release. Mouse left. So this way it should work better. And as you can see, it does not. Why it's doing this one? Um, almost deleted. Let's go here. Um, I mean, it's working, but I mean, look at this. Hmm, I think the default one, we have this default view. We want the default view is actually not this one. I think the default view should be doesn't exist yet. So we'll just create it. The default view should be this one. Combined with this one. Combined with this one. Well, this here. And this one. This one needs to be updated. So now it's correct. Actually, now we want to have this part. Actually, here. So we have just a default nothing frame. So we set, yeah, we set exactly this sprite here as the default sprite. So we could choose this one or one which is like just nothing. Why changing the default? Why changing the default view? Um, um, Hello, Sippy Scoot. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Um, just when removing, it's not true, but we also want that it's only possible. Which script is that? Type interface is not existing anymore. So we should delete every referenciation. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. That's great. It's working now. Um, so what we want to do is nope, but nope. Well, get equals. So let's see. So now it should be always have the right sprite. No, it does not. Well, we don't need to do this here. I see the problem is already here. that this one got caught. The only thing what we need to do is this here. Or direction check. So that this will only be when we're not holding it in our hands. So now it's working properly. Now we want that we can place it only when beside it. I mean, when there's a pipe which already has a connection to one machine's output. That's why it will have this is connected bool, which is by default false. Um, so how we will do it? What is the best practice for this one? It has to be somewhere in object placing area, but my object placing area function is a mess. I mean, I actually cleaned it up a bit, but it's still a mess. Look at this. It's horrible. Um, we have an is placeable bool. Hello Tippy, welcome. How are you doing? We need a function. Pipe, let's see. Pipe connection check which will always needs to avoid. But if did we store the data right now? So did we store the data somewhere? Current slot data. Well, do we store the current object somewhere? Hi, thank you. Doing well. I'm starting to learn Godot to make a farming game. Your channel was recommended to me. Nice. I also do a farming game. Thanks for following on YouTube. Thank you very much. Godot is very nice. I would also recommend it to people to start with, as it's a very simple script language. What kind of farming game are you gonna do? Current slot data, current slot data. I want to check. The thing is, we want to be the I mean, we are the children of this one. I still have to remember how I set it up correctly. Damn, exactly. I need to start the game. Then I should take something to the mouse. Like this one. Then I have to leave somehow the scene. And then we go to remote world. Somewhere here should be object placing. This one. And here we have a child. And this one we need to check. Your game looks brilliant. Love the art. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right now I'm trying to... I mean, there are actually a lot of items. You can already planting a few trees and bushes already. And I've created for every plant type their own lookalike, which was a bit of work, but I think it was worth it. I have a graphical bug. I do not know how I managed to have two of this one. Well, just ignore that. Yeah, well, this is the overall lookalike. The building when you're sick. Thank you. I mean, actually, the player won't have all these items at the beginning. The player will have the items he will found. This is just for me to have an overview of all the possible items and I can debug them. And yes. The thing is, also not happy right now with the grade size system, because this will maybe will not work well with the system I'm implementing right now. It's just such a cool idea to make things easier for yourself. Yes, for sure. Otherwise, beforehand I was debugging with just put the items directly to my inventory. But I think it would be way easier when I just put them in the building menu and then just buy the stuff. Like a player would do when he would achieve, when he would be to the point. Where he already had these items. He already did bit. You also already has like thanks for talking. The time to talk to me. I wish listed your game. Thank you very much. This helps me a lot. Gonna get back to working on things, but I'm glad I found your channel. I'll stop in from time to time. Alright. Hopefully see you again. Have a great day. Thanks for hopping in. Placing area types. If I would add a function here, would this won't be this what I want to. How I'll do it. I mean, right now it's indicating like if it's placeable or not. Well, I have to run back. And it's indicating right now if I can place something or not by... No, it's not. I just thought then it would be red. Oh, well, I can't. Oh, I can. Thanks. That I want that pipes are only placeable near machines or pipes which are already connected to an output. This is the case what I want to have. So the best way... Where do I have the placing function? Here I check. All right. I mean, the best case would be when I would somehow make this functions here unique to the object we want to place. This one I will just copy and say set grid size. Set no, check grid size. grid size. This one white, this one. This one. And here we say check. And here we just say is placeable check. So this one. So now it's a bit cleaner. And here we want to have another function. If actually right now it's just an area. But we don't check for directions. How big is the area? 32. Collision is on layer 8. Well, pipes are not on layer 8. That's why we can stack them on one place. Thanks for following on YouTube. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome. Object placing area. We want I actually have an idea. So this direction check we can actually use to make it work. So that we say function but I don't want that every pipe always have something loading in the process. That's the other problem. Right now I'm thinking why I want this is only possible this way. Does it has any, does it make sense? I think it doesn't make any sense. So what we want to do, we want to set the arrows right. We want that the direction is set it correctly. So what we're gonna do now is, first we need a function which will be called whenever a pipe will be leaving the scene. This is function exit tree, and then we say this one. This one, save. Pipe. Here we want to say this one. Dot. Save. And this one should be called automatically. I do not need to connect it to anything. Well, first of all, I need to run back to the garden. Well, I forgot to save before, so we need to run back to the garden again. Really sorry for that. It's perfect. It's just like watching myself develop. Hello, Daniel. Welcome. What do you mean? So let's run back again. I'm really sorry for that. I forgot to save the game again. I really like the art and UI. Nice work so far with your game. Thank you very much. What kind of game are you developing? Save first. Forgetting to save and causing a silly error. Welcome. Oh, I think I know where the problem is. Because this exit tree will also be called when we deleting the object placing area thing. But actually at this point I don't want to call this exit tree. So what we gonna say is, I'm trying to take the turn-based combat style of SNES Final Fantasy games and the job system of Final Fantasy V and mesh it with Slay the Spire. Well, I'm really sorry, but I did not play any of these three games you just referred to. But sounds like a dream game project. I really appreciate it. How far you've come now, and which engine do you use? I respect it. Appreciate is a wrong word. Final Fantasy V? I'm really bad that I have to Google something like that. I know that are classic games, but I wasn't playing that much games. Beside of... Oh, I wanted to say beside of Game Boy. But it's actually a Game Boy game. Well, I'm using Godot. Nice choice. Turn-based combat with cards. Nice. Nice engine choice, by the way, also. If has not equals true, but actually we don't need to check this one. If has not wait, we can make it way easier. It's already a class, so the only thing what we need to do is if get parent is this one. Actually, why I make it so complicated up here? That's the difference between code from the beginning and code from now. Is not. If not to get parent is object placing area, then do this. So start. And when we doing right, which I think will not work. Oh, if not. We wanted to do it when it's not placing object. Well, I know that I know this will happen because we can't get 3 because we deleted the parent already. So I have to somehow do it in a different way. I could do it by... So we will not use the exit tree thing. We go to object mouse menu. Pick up current object. Here we Q3 it all. Wait, what did I delete there? Bake the polygon. This is so old. And close menu is Q3, alright. Actually, it is pick up. If current object is type, then we say dot get node direction check dot this one, and we say await. Start. Let's see what will happen. Oh, well, let's see what will happen. Full screen start. Let's see. Oh, it's not updating it properly. Even if it's not perfect yet, the pipe building system is awesome. Thank you. I actually like the idea of have a pipe system in a farming RPG. It's for automation, that you can automate processes. Okay, the connection is fine. And the jitter is a bit annoying, but I think I'll fix it later. This is just a grid error, a grid thing, because this here is updating and then for a millisecond it doesn't have anything in the hand. But when we pick it up, we want to update the neighbor also. But the problem is, we need to call this one on each neighbor after this one is already queued. So rather than, wait, let's delete the prints here. I have an idea. This function will lead to an array. Then we say variable current neighbors is an array. Then we say rather than if current collider is pipe, check connections. We will not call it directly. We will say current neighbor dot append with current collider. And then we say here return current neighbors. Well, I feel a bit weird to write neighbors this way. Neighbors. Is it an American and British thing? Neighbors or neighbors? Yeah, both English terms. Neighbors is predominantly used in the US, while neighbors is predominantly used in British English. All right. Okay. But right now I shouldn't just mix it up. That's the only thing what I should take care of. Right now I just use the American way to write it, but for me it looks weird. Not weird, but wrong. For me it needs to be this way, but this looks same wrong. So maybe use this one. So what we need to do is for load sprite, we just say, rather than this one, we now need to say for neighbor in neighbor dot get a node direction check dot check connection. Huh? Screw, so it must be called with a wait. If this will work? This, I never write it this way. If this will work, then I just learned something new here. I just thought because we need to await somewhere, but I didn't know that you can just await in the middle of a line. Well, let's see. So we have this direction check now. And before, whenever we deleting current neighbors neighbor pipes equals what I'm doing wrong, this one dot direction check save. All right, and then we need to queue-free it, and then we should say, well, actually exact the same thing what we writing here, these two lines copy. And rather than this one, we just write this one. Save. Now, when we did everything all right, what I don't think, then it will work. Well, it's working perfectly perfect. Not. Did we even, I mean, are we even here? I want to know if we even get to this line when we delete a pipe. Ah, we are. Well, now we don't have neighbors. Two. Why this one doesn't has neighbors? Huh? When I take it now, it has two neighbors. But when I take it now, it doesn't has any neighbor. But why this is the case? Well, if I keep it working in this pace, then we're working on the pipe system in 2026. Um, I want to know if it's really empty, or if there's something messing around. Um, why doesn't see the other pipes here? I mean, it has to see it. Do I not see something? I have to check the collisions. Project debug visible collision shapes. I do not know what I don't see. When I delete this one, we had two neighbors, which is fine. Two neighbors, which is fine. But now we don't have any neighbors. Where's the difference? Ah, it's working now. Why it's not working now? It's not the way how it should work. Why it's not having this neighbors? Um, why it's just sometimes working? Is it because of this Q3 at this point? Should I await a frame first? No, because we printed before the Q3. So this shouldn't be a problem here. And we also have this await. Actually, what I would like to try is exit tree and say exit, because then I want to know if this is away first. The Q3 plus the await was my guess. Maybe move it to right before the return. And sometimes not calling it. And if it's calling it, it's afterwards. So it's not because of this await in Q3. So it seems like that this await is working properly. So this was my guess also. This return is at the right spot here. But this one maybe not. Well, I think this could be a problem. No, still there. It's not. Why didn't see the neighbor? This doesn't make any sense here. They are there, the collision is there, but it's just not seeing it. What is different? Ah, I just thought this will be the easiest part on this one. Oh, I know where the problem is. We already delete the current object here. This Q3 is just there for the menu. But now I wonder why it was working anyway. In any case. I mean, it has the proper neighbors now all together, but we can't call this one. Looks like you fixed it. Nice catch. I think it occasionally worked because Q3 is slow. I think because it's connected to frames. And sometimes I was just lucky to click on the right frame on, I mean, you know, like Q3 has a little delay to the next frame, and 3 is directly. It's not totally fixed yet because the check connection function. Hello 2XP, welcome. How are you doing? Right now I have to fix. Where we await you. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm also good, thanks for asking. How's your Steam page going? I just moved a few tons of snow so I'll get pumped. Nice. Save money for gym, go out, move snow. Well, actually, there where I'm from, in North Germany, there's also a bit of snow. So maybe when I'm lucky, I'll be there at the end of the mid of this month. We'll see snow also. Update. And this one is fixed. So now the problem is just the update. I can send you a picture, you will see it sooner then. Touch it. Well, why it's not updating it? Now it's fixed for removing, but it's not fixed for placing. Not process frame. Function, variable, current neighbors equals this one, and then we just say so let's see. I mean, we fixed it now for removing, but it's not working anymore for placing. I'm not updating the neighbors properly. So you can see here, for example. It's not working properly. And it's interesting. Just because we put this await functions here. Actually, to do it in the first time, it's really necessary that this one is waiting at least 2 processing frames. This one. Seems like it's working. Oh, it's working. When did I say that the last time in the last few days? I'm not sure. I don't remember that I ever said this word. Right. So now it's about to set the direction up to a machine who set it the output to the pipes. So what we need is function update So the thing is, what we'll do is crosses. So a pipe should have two things, an input and an output. So when we place When we place, wait, this one here, and we say output to the right. Wait. Huh? This is a chest. This one will only be on pipes. At least this part. Um, so here we have another chest, which just needs to have the output in the other direction than bottom. Then it should transport the items to this direction. But when we say output is here, then output here should be in another direction, and then it should set all the arrows to the other direction. But as you can see here, how will transport it properly? So what I could do, we say objects, global data fences, direction check, this one. And here we not only say up, did we need to update the direction arrow? Actually, I think we will hide it for now. We'll do it later as a plus, because the problem is wait, we need to update every pipe of this line. I think it's not too hard. So what we're gonna do now is every pipe at least needs an input and output node which it will connect. So what we're gonna do now we not said is connected. We just said current input connectable as a node. And here we say output. But sometimes the output could be this different ones. So we don't actually need output connectables. We don't need this. And then we're doing this one. But how we update it? Let me think how we'll update it. Update input connectable. And then we say and to avoid problems with having multiple inputs, we will do variable current input collectibles array. And then we say so this one is also is an array which stores nodes. This will be called by a signal. Update input. Update input, and here we say array. Here we only say if wait, what the best way to do so? Let me think. And now I want that every pipe in this neighborhood, this pipe system, in this one pipeline, will take this one as their data. Object mouse menu. So what we gonna do now is the problem here is when we do it in a circle. We want to do this actually only in one direction, not backwards. So we always need to delete self from this function. But how will I do it? First we'll do this one. Then we say this one. Then we say this one, but only if not this has new input. So here we say this one. This one, save. But now we want to, right now we call it to the neighbors also. But the problem is, we will do that to the current one too. So what we want to do actually is, when we have a pipe, this one, this one. Now we send it over to this one. Now we send it over to this one, and so on. We want it working more likely just here. Then sends it to here. And to here, and so on. Without, I mean, if we do it right now, we will do it this way. But at the point we are here, it will send it also to here. So this pipe, this one, will send it to two directions. But we want that when we send it to this direction from here, that it will only send it to the next one. So how we can avoid to send it backward, and will probably loop it. So somehow the easiest way would be I send a signal over to the new neighbor. It says self. I'll send self over to like let's say current node. This one. This one is current node. And we do it. We'll call this function with the signal. And we'll not append it. We only call this one. Node. Direction check. Dot. Update input. Dot emit. And then we say this one new input array. Wait. For input in new input array. If this one, then we say this one. And what we're gonna say here is this one and this one. So we send over self. Current this one. Wait, I don't need to do that. We just copy this part, paste it here, and save it. So here we have to say if neighbor equals then we want to skip it. If neighbor is not, so we skip it. So it should just work in one direction. But how we make it? So on chest, for example, storage, space, and connectable class. Wait, where do we send the item? Interact, check inventories here. Type slot transfer. And where do we set output inventory? Is pipe. Then we say we'll take always 0. And when we place a pipe, we have in one direction, which is not pipe, if wait, how I can make it a bit easier, less scuffed. So we want to add this also. But what we also want to do is and then set input. Right, we just call the signal. New input is current collider is connectable and output, wait. Current output pipe is not wait. Oh yes, this is fine. Current collider, and we have to send over what is current node itself. So here we have to say this one. Wait, is that true? Yeah, this is true. Remote world placed object. I mean, we didn't get an error. But this one is also 0. Great. Oh, yeah, because ready, we need to connect it with wait. Okay, no error. Let's go to placed object. Wait. 212. Two. Wait. Is it working right now? Well, not 100%, but maybe soon. Let me cook. Hmm. So where we have to send it, it's not storage space. Where is it? Where is it? No, it connectable. Wait, I already said it. I have to check it. Remote, word, placed object. Current output pipe is empty. Still empty. Wait. Okay, it's not set it properly. So set output pipe of a connectable class should be, I mean, actually when it's ready, right? Once when it's ready, and at the other part, when we choose the direction, or when it's got collision, but this we will do later, just right now in so where do we set the storage? Where do we move it actually? Where we press the button. This one. App direction. Button pressed. Update output raycast. Oh, we also need to set this one. So let's see. Wait, remote, word, placed object, current input, seems to be alright. Except for this one. Wait. 1, 2, 2. Why it's lagging that much? And why we can't? I think the problem here was that... Wait, let me building it. How it looks like now. Word. Placed objects. The pipes should have 0 inside current input. Why it's 1? What is it? At least it's a chest. Placed objects. Wait, wrong game. Um, it shouldn't be 1. Okay, well now it's... Okay, it's not properly working here. What do I expect in connectable class? I expect inventory data. Okay, and output inventory data is yeah, output inventory is always 0. We just said current output pipe. Is it this then? Equals. Maybe this will work? What? Let's see. Huh? Ah. Placed objects group. Current output pipe is null. Current output pipe is something. Ah. So why it's not sending items over? Just one last test. Actually, a current output pipe is then not set it. Or we didn't start the timer. I want to know if it's called anytime. If it's doing anything here. I mean, actually, current output seems to be nothing. Alright. Actually, this was the last test for today. The movie was not successful. I say thank you to everyone who was watching. Thank you very much. I hopefully see you tomorrow again. And I wish you have all a great day, night, evening, or whatever time it is where you are right now. To support me and my game, you can also do it by wishlisting it, the game already on Steam. This will help me a lot. This will help the game a lot. And yeah, take care, everyone.